As we interview some of the amazing celebrities that have been gracing the blue carpet and of course the stage as well, and we are joined by DC royalty right now, our very own Raheem Devon. How you doing, Raheem?
Hey, good evening. How's everybody doing?
Good. We saw you open up the show doing your thing, representing Coppin State.
Yeah.
You went to Coppin State?
I did.
Okay, I see you. All right. Any other HBCU grads in the building? Hey, okay. That's how we do, baby. So the first things first, I mean, you've always represented soulful experiences, soulful music, and opening up and being the opening up performer here at the HBCU Honors. Talk about how important that is, especially being on such a huge stage as that one.
Oh, it was great. It was a great experience. I was here last year as a presenter. I was preparing for the big announcement of doing, radio at HUR and taking over the Quiet Storm. So I was like super excited about that, but nervous. And here we are a year later. The show's doing very well. Just did my first year there, and to be able to come back here and be honored, to open up the show, to celebrate my 20-year anniversary of the love experience, but also
wow.
being in the game.
Yeah, it's been 20 years.
It's 20 years since my first album.
Man, does it feel like 20 years?
It doesn't, and I as somebody who doesn't have any concept of time, and how I look at it as a construct, I wonder where the time went, but I'm thankful to still have my name in the conversation. I say it probably in every interview because I mean it sincerely, and just filled with gratitude.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and open it up to questions. Go ahead and just throw your hand up real quick. Okay, right here front row, what's your name, and let us know your outlet.
Hey Raheem, it's Tamiko, and my outlet is the Culture Spill, and I just want to know, would you rather be in, the marching band, the drum line, or the step team?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I probably would go with the step team.
Oh,
wow, okay. Love it, thanks so much.
Awesome. Okay, Lady Reds from Radio 1.
Can I get out a little bit?
Absolutely.
All right. Can I come up there?
Yeah, is the mic on?
Hello?
Oh, yeah, come on up. You can always, y'all can come up if you want
Y'all
to.
family. I don't know if I can get all up in this chair, but let's see.
There you go.
Put a
That's
sheet
it.
up in it. Yep.
There you go.
There we go. Let me get up in here. Lady Reds here with 93.9 WKYS. So talk about how important it is for you, Raheem, to take Coppin State with you everywhere you go.
It's important to take every bit of everything I've experienced in life with me. You know what I mean. I had an opportunity to go by there this week because I wanted to grab some gear, look the part for the performance, and the love was overwhelming. I got some calls about going back and performing and possibly honorary doctorate and things of that nature. So so it's part of Coppin is very special to me because that's where I found myself and really started jumped off the porch musically and fell in love with being a recording artist and developed as a songwriter and all the things of that nature.
Well, congratulations on 20 years. We are so proud. I'm a BG girl, so we repping for the home team. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Lady Red.
Of course.
Looking good. Okay. Yes, go ahead, my dear. Your name? Oh, the young lady right here.
Samantha Stokes, Gilead Sciences.
Hey, Sam.
Hey. So, the day before HBCU Honors airs on November 30th. December 1st is World AIDS Day. What would you have to say to all the media outlets in the room about why you have chosen to use your platform to spread HIV awareness?
Well, for those who don't know, I have a current partnership with Gilead Sciences. I'm looking forward to 2026 and continuing that partnership to bring awareness and to advocate about the use of PrEP. For those who don't know, it's a preventative medication. You can talk to your primary care doctor about that to find out whether it's good for you or good suit for you. Also to bring awareness about the statistics and how it's affecting Black women, who make up for 14% of the population, about more than half of the new cases. And on an average, here in the States, you got 100 people plus testing positive for HIV, daily. So it's very important to me as somebody who now sits in the seat of the legendary Melvin Lindsay, doing the Quiet Storm and the fact that we lost him, you know, to the fight of HIV and AIDS, and, you know, during a time where, you know, talking about your sexuality was looked upon and frowned upon as taboo or what have you. You know, I'm here to spread the word as a black man, as a heterosexual male, in solidarity with the LGBT community, you know, that anybody is HIV possible, you know, if you don't take the time to know your status. And you know, so it's about getting the information out there, you know. I came up in a time, I'm a half a century, you know, you ain't never seen it look so good, right? I'm a 70s baby, right? But I came up during a time where there was a lot of messaging, you know, in particular there was a lot of messaging, and you know, I think it's sad to say, but I'm pretty certain that there's some, you know, there are youth out here probably in the demographic of, you know, anywhere from 14 to 28 that may not know what HIV is and don't know that it even exists. To me, that's crazy. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's about awareness. It's simply about caring about people. You know, I've always considered myself a community guy, and definitely after starting my Love Life Foundation, I've had previous partnerships in this sector, but I must say that, like, working with Gilead has been an honor and a pleasure. It's been some of the best work I've done in my life thus far as a community guy.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, young lady right here in the tan jacket.
That's me. Thank you so much.
Hi, Mr. Devon. I am with HBCU Honors, Digital Media, and the Voice of Africa. But I have one question for you for the HBCU Honors page. That is, what exactly are you feeling about tonight and platforming talent? What does that mean to you? And what does your role with advancing Black excellence mean? And how do you show up?
I mean, with all this going on politically in this country right now, it means everything. You know what I mean? We have to lead by example. You know, nobody's coming to save us. This is a time whereas, you know, people of black and brown color, we have to come together and to support each other, and once again remind the world that we are a resilient race of people. You know what I mean? We are the bright, brilliant minds of the future. We're the innovative creators of a lot of different technology and things that exist. You know what I mean? And you know, it's tonight's like this. You know, like I said when I'm on the air at night, right? In spite of all that's going on in the world, times like this is just another gentle reminder to the world, right? That the world is still a beautiful place. And if you need an example of that, I just tell you, go look in the mirror.
Amen. All right. All right. Any more questions? Okay.
How you doing, Raheem?
How you doing?
My name is Dr. Rhonda with On Stage Plus,
Okay.
TV network, and like the young lady over there, was born in D.C., raised in Prince George's County.
Yeah.
And you may not remember me. I told you I was in the front row. You did a concert at Howard Theater.
Oh, cool.
I was in the
God bless you.
front row. Yeah, I was definitely trying to get your attention all night. But beside that, one of the things that I remember about the concert, it was a benefit concert. You were raising money from, I love how you come back to the community and continue to do great things in the community. But you had a lot of star power there. You had Faith Evans there.
Raheem Devon and Friends of Probably was my holiday concert, so that's for my foundation, yeah.
And you had
Angie Stone in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, yes. Angie Stone is there. She's no longer with us. But a lot of people were like mourning the loss of that legend in the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say, why is it important for us to continue to do great things and leave a legacy of love?
Well, I mean, you know, Angie, D'Angelo, you know, Dwayne Williams, Quincy Jones, Roberta Flack, Roy Ayers. These are all the people, since I've been on the air in the last year, I had to, you know, I've done tributes for them and announced their deaths, you know, and you know, on the air, which is a different space for me, you know, being a voice and a personality on air, and also being an artist, and how all those different artists have impacted me. For Angie in particular, Angie was one of the few, not the only, but one of the few that genuinely would just check on me for no reason, call me out the blue, I had just spoken to her recently. You know, I just filled in for her for a show in Chicago. You know, very last minute. The show was on a Friday. I got a call on a Thursday that Angie Sonstick was sick in the hospital. Can you come do the show? So before I did anything, I called to check on my sister. You know what I mean, and get her green light and make sure she was in good health and get her blessing to go do the show. And then I said, "You want me to tell the people?" And I shared what she wanted me to tell the people that night. I'm going to deeply miss her. You know, we of course, you know, the loss of D'Angelo recently. I wanted to make it my business to make sure that, you know, during my moment, right, on stage tonight, that we had a moment, that we created a moment for him as well, you know, and my heart goes out to their child and all the children and immediate families of all the artists who I mentioned, you know. Legacy is everything, you know. Time is the one thing that we're not promised, and from the moment we're all born, we run out of time. So, you know, all of those artists are a prime example that, you know, when you give so much to the world and a light bearer to the world through your art, that it'll live forever. So, you know, they're going to live forever. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, thank you for that. All right, any more questions before we let Raheem go? One here? Oh, go ahead.
My brother.
Yes, sir.
Quick question. Coming up, who was your inspiration, and now who are some folks that you could recommend to young folks to kind of like pay attention to right now?
Man, I say right now, who's on my mind to pay attention to is a young man that I think he still attends Morgan State University. His name is Ronald Johnson. He's going to perform tonight. In fact, I had the opportunity to be his mentor, and I was a judge on a HBCU talent competition that happened earlier this week here at Duke Ellington School of Arts. And yeah, I was blown away. So I predict that he's going to be one of those guys, one of those artists that's going to shake things up, and then we'll be talking about 5, 10, 20 years from now. You know, the same way that folks have talked about me or Luther Vandross, or, you know, just artists that are just like that dope. Did I answer your question? And then as far as like influences, that's what it was. Influences, you know, I grew up listening to Marvin Gaye, Prince in particular, Bob Marley. I'd say if it was 3 male artists that have had a huge influence on my artistry, it would be those 3 in particular. And then Babyface is a songwriter, Jodeci, Devontae as a producer and songwriter. Yeah, it's to name a few. Those are probably like my heavy influences.
All right. Any more questions? Oh, go ahead.
What's up, Ron?
Hey, now.
I don't really have no question. I just know I used to be a photographer at the Rose Bar.
Oh, okay, cool, man. Yep.
We talked a lot privately.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say you're a good guy. Got us through. I'm a '70s babies too.
Yeah.
74, and we chopped it up. And I just wanted to say you just got some of the most phenomenal music. I put my kids on to it.
Oh, thank you,
24 years old, they still listen to it. I get into the car, and I just wanted to say, as an artist, I don't really have a question. You've just been a phenomenal guy, man. And I just wanted to make sure I let you know to keep it real, man.
Thank you, for sure.
Yeah, give him his flowers while he's here, right?
Of course.
All right. Okay. Well, y'all give it up again for Raheem Devon for hanging out with us. And again, thank you so much, my friend, for being here at the 3rd Annual HBCU Honors.
Yep, let's do it again. Hope we do it for many years to come.
Absolutely. All right. Okay. Yep, you're right. All right, please welcome Fawn Weaver from Uncle Nearest. Come on, sis.
How are you? I'm fantastic. Over here. All right, hey y'all. Hey. How are you doing?
Can we have some motion for the suit real quick?
Listen.
That's the main character. The jacket.
Can we talk about how hot it is in here? And the fact that y'all are chilling like it's not hot in here, that is dedication
Yeah.
That is dedication.
We just
Yes.
came from the hot red carpet, so this is cool.
Oh, you know, that red carpet was hot.
Very much so.
Yes.
Oh man, well welcome again to the 3rd annual HBCU Honors. And thank you for being here with us. It is truly an honor to have you here. And I just gotta start off by saying you are the epitome of what young women, people period, should look up to. So please give a round of applause again for just the beauty and the amazement that you exude. But let's start here because we're here at the HBCU Honors, right?
Yes.
And HBCUs have made so many amazing people across not just the nation but the world. So talk about how important it is for you to continue to support that legacy.
I think it's important because so many people don't really understand how HBCUs got started, why they were started. So many just look at it as those are the black colleges. And they don't really understand that there was a time where we were uneducated in English. We understood our native language before we got here. We passed that down, but we didn't learn English. We didn't write in English. And to be able to level the playing field, HBCUs did that. They stepped in there, and then the fraternities and the sororities, the D9, made sure that we had the support that we needed to be able to do it. And I always go, you know, with the air quotes, but the way we are now, we are articulate. and that started, the foundation started with HBCUs.
Yeah, absolutely. Now speaking of foundations and continuing to support, we all know Mackenzie Scott just recently donated over $700 million to HBCUs, some of the largest donations that I would say pretty much all of the schools have seen. So talk about how important it is now more than ever for not just black folks, but people period to support HBCUs.
I think it's important, but when I look at what Mackenzie did, I see another point there. What I see there is we keep getting wrapped into this hurricane of political events, all of the things that are going on, and we keep looking at it and thinking we're disadvantaged because of our color, we're disadvantaged because of our gender, and we miss the moments like this, where if we weren't in a moment like the moment we're in, Mackenzie Scott doesn't step up. We have to get better at recognizing the wins that are created because of the turmoil. And to begin to embrace that, to begin to celebrate that. We get so stuck in what's going on that we miss things like that. And so I am so grateful to what she did, but it's only as good as if we pay attention to it. It's not just a donation. It is understanding that when we stand on our truth, someone always shows up.
Right.
As long as we don't get distracted and we just keep moving forward.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Like somebody clap for that. Okay. All right, so with that being said, let's open up the floor for questions. Come on, y'all. This is fun. We are Uncle Harris. Y'all better recognize this is pretty amazing to be having her sit right here right now.
Yeah.
Like pretty amazing. Okay, well I'm gonna keep going because this.
She has a question.
Okay.
She was setting up her camera. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'm trying to get it together. But we talked on the carpet, and I was talking about being the first.
Yeah.
And how we have a lot of firsts still going on, and you were just saying that
I'm only the first because who came before me quit.
Wow, bars. I had to let y'all hear that too because that's what you told me.
I wasn't the first to try. I'm the first one to not quit.
That's crazy.
My job.
Listen, I ain't got a follow up for that either. Next question. Lady Reds, Radio 1.
I'm coming up there.
Come on, boo.
Come on.
There you go.
Hello, Soro.
Oh, here. Oh, you grab that. Yeah, it should be on.
Hello?
There you go.
All right.
Exactly.
Mic check. Yes. Mic is on. Ooh, let me move the other mic away.
There you
Hi,
go.
Sora. How are you?
I'm great.
Lady Rezo 93.9. So talk about how do you want to be
I think
remembered?
you're creating the buzz. Yeah. There you go.
Lady Rezo 93.9. So talk about how you want to be remembered. What's your legacy? What you want your legacy to be?
Oh, I don't care. I let people deal with that when I'm dead. My job is to do what it is that I am on earth to do while I'm living. I'll let other people deal with my obituary.
It's like a mic drop bullets here.
There's a lot of mic drop moments. So, what is the message that you want to give to the little black girls that look up to you?
Don't quit. It's that simple. If you are looking for easy, you will not find it in this world. Expect hard and perfect the ability to move when things are hard.
I'm gonna go home and just pray. Thank you so much. Because we doing all what we supposed to be doing. Amazing.
Thank you.
The blueprint.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
All right, any more questions? All right, come on down, yeah.
Thank you.
Hi. Hi.
Just hop up here. Right.
Yes, I see when you see I keep like moving.
I think I'm ready now. Are you ready?
I am. I stay ready.
Okay. So hi, I'm Tandy with HBCU Honors. And I heard you talk a lot about, the importance of being at events like this.
Mm-hmm.
But for you specifically, for the Uncle Nearest company, what made you guys want to collaborate and make sure that you were here specifically in your awesome red and all that fun stuff?
We're the first spirit company to do things for HBCUs, not as marketing, but to actually pay for students to go through HBCUs. Wow. And the Nearest Green Foundation was established before the first bottle of Uncle Nearest was sold. And from 2016 until now, and to forever, we pay for all of Nearest Green's descendants to go to college. And they can choose any college they want. And right now we've got one at Howard, we've got one at Spelman, we put them through an Atlanta Clark. So we continue to make sure for Nearest's legacy, that bloodline is running through HBCUs.
Amen.
That's amazing. I think I have one more question for you. What HBCU did you go to? Mm-hmm. And what's something that's only going to happen at your HBCU specifically?
I didn't go to an HBCU.
Really?
I did not. And the reason I didn't go to HBCU because I didn't go back to school until much later in life. And the one thing that we HBCUs, that community, has to get better at is creating the ability for working people to obtain their degrees online. Amen. And I've been talking to the presidents of the HBCUs about it because I went and graduated summa cum laude from the University of Alabama because no HBCU is set up online to do it. I'm currently getting my master's in finance at Harvard. HBCUs are still not set up to do that. So we do have to catch up in that regard because so many of us go out into the world as entrepreneurs first, then we circle back to school. And HBCUs, we do have to do that because I 100% would have gone to an HBCU if it had been available for me to do that.
Me too. I will say that for sure. Okay, and my last question is for the students that are in high school or college, what is your advice to them to get to where you are today, like as a business owner and an entrepreneur?
There's only one difference between the most successful people in the world and those who don't live up to their potential. They quit in the in-between.
She dropped it again.
It is the only difference. They are not the smartest. They're not the most resourced. They're not the most hardworking necessarily. They simply didn't quit in the in-between. And there's not a single person who rose to the top without the in-between.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right, y'all.
Yes.
We good? All right.
We got one
more. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Y'all rock, paper, scissors. Figure out who's doing it. Say that again.
Mike.
It's not really a question, more of like a comment. But I actually watched the whole story of how Uncle Nearest came to be, and I just want to say it's a real beautiful story, and I'm happy that you guys were able to bring that back to life, and able to bring that so everybody could really see the true history and how everything really came about. So I would just like to say, keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate you.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Can you let me know who your role models were growing up? Because you speak with such poise and confidence.
Yeah.
I would love to know your role models growing up.
They're all dead.
Another.
Nobody living. I have people that I love living. But every enormously successful person, every titan of the world, left their blueprints. We got to stop looking for mentors and role models that are alive. They still trying to work it out themselves. The ones who made it to the top already left the blueprints for us to follow. So ask me about Carnegie, ask me about Rockefeller, ask me about Vanderbilt, ask me about Reginald Lewis, ask me about everybody who we knew, how we know how their life ended. Those who are here, they could be amazing and incredible, and you see it, but I wanted a whole life. That meant I wanted an unbelievably happy marriage. My husband of 22 years is my favorite person in the world. I want to sleep at night. This whole no sleep culture, y'all can keep that. I'm sleeping 8 hours a night. I wanted to have the Sabbath and observe the Sabbath and rest and understand there is a way to get everything I need to get done in 6 days and rest on the 7th. There's nobody living who can guide me in all those things. They either have business, or they have marriage, or they have parenting, or they know how to rest. I learned that from people who left their blueprints, and I put it together to create my own. So everybody who I grew up learning from, dead.
All right. Okay, so last but not least, Ms. Weaver, you said that you cover the tuition for the Nearest, right?
Not just Nearest, but we have Uncle Nearest scholarships at HBCUs all over the country.
Okay, well, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Autumn Joy Nearest.
You gotta prove it through the bloodline.
Listen, I got you. Y'all give it up again for Uncle Nearest following. All right, so we are still here at the 3rd annual HBCU Honors, and joining me right now is an amazing couple, and y'all, believe this or not, they've got 5 Grammys between them, okay? I mean, hello, a little motion for 5 Grammys, because that is not easy. We've got Tari Teray and Jay Ivy. Hello.
Hello there.
How y'all feeling? Well, make sure your mic is on. You got it, there you go.
There we go.
There's the voice, okay.
Don't blame me, blame the voice.
So we just saw you all perform on stage, doing what you do best. Talk about how important it is to be here, especially on a night that's celebrating HBCUs, but how you all get to be on stage and shine a light on that.
Well, I think it's very important that we highlight us. And the way HBCUs gives us such a lift and a foundation to walk on top of, for me, that's the most important thing that we're doing here. We're highlighting, and we're also teaching people by showing them how to highlight us. So I love that we're here. I love the highlights. I love the celebration. And I think HBCU Honors is one of the most amazing celebrations we have all year.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. Yeah, and I think it's an incredible reminder of who we are, the village that we're a part of, the contributions that we make to the world, the endless contributions we make to the world. So it's important that we gather together and shine a light on who we are and our greatness.
Yeah. Okay. And did you all go to HBCUs as well?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, shout out your school out then.
Well, then we're going to shout out the great and wonderful Marching 100 at Mississippi Valley State University.
Woo, woo, woo. Let's go. Okay. Jay Ivy?
Nah, my mama, she wanted me to go to Morehouse and see what had happened was. Yeah, so I didn't have that beautiful opportunity, but I do have a lot of ties and a lot of legacy with HBCUs, including Mississippi Valley State, where my uncle my Uncle Isaac, he was the band director, the assistant band director of the Marching 100 back in the 80s, and they were the first black band to be invited to the White House and the first black band to march in the Macy's Day Parade. So I am tied and have roots, as well as my uncle DJing down there as well. So
okay, so you're HBCU adjacent.
not my uncle, I'm sorry, my daddy DJing down there.
Okay, well you're HBCU adjacent, so we'll take
Adjacent,
it.
yeah,
Yes, you're
adjacent.
honorary. Okay. All right, so let's open up the floor to any questions. Anybody have any questions?
Don't be shy.
Well, it all started.
Don't be Okay, well, Tari, let me ask you about your HBCU experience and how being at an HBCU and going through the fire, if you will, and getting to where you are now. Yeah. Being able to win 3 Grammys, you know, well, 2, right?
I'm 2.
3, right? 2 Grammys. Talk about how your HBCU molded you to, you know, get to where you are.
Well, I know that at Mississippi Valley, I went to Payne College my freshman year, and the first thing that happened on that campus was I auditioned for Raisin in the Sun, and we went across the South, and I played the role of Benitha for 2 years. Then I transferred over to Mississippi Valley State. My dad and my aunts and all of them, their legacies there. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, I had to go over there because it was a whole, you know, financial aid issue. So I went over there and went to Valley. And Valley took me in, and this, I think for me, that's where my confidence grew. That's where I learned about my passion. That's where we fought harder for HBCUs. I know at the time I attended Valley, they were trying to close Jackson State, Alcorn State, and Mississippi Valley State, and turn all those campuses into one campus, and turn the 2 separate campuses of Alcorn and MVSU into penitentiaries. So my first fight at Valley was to keep our schools open and to keep us accredited. So my passion was there, but I learned through, you know, fighting for the school and fighting to keep all these schools open, back even before the internet was real, you know, kind of the thing we used. We wrote a lot of letters, we made a lot of phone calls, and I grew my confidence. And that's where I learned how to push my personality out into the world, and I feel like Valley gave me that strength.
Wow, you just taught us all something new right there. I think everybody, it was like a collective gasp. Yeah.
That Valley would not be open if it was not for Tari Terrain.
It was a collection.
Really? Wow.
It's a village, for sure.
Wow. They need to put a statue of you right at the front door like that.
They do.
Just like, literally.
It's really, it's where I sang the first time out loud in front of thousands of people. It's the first time. I mean, I pledged the amazing, wonderful Delta Sigma Theta sorority on campus, and the first thing we did when we crossed was they said, "Tari, you singing you're gonna lead us out." And I never sang outside the shower. So, you know, I just feel like HBCUs do that. They give us confidence, and they actually pour into you. You don't know what's happening. And they see things in you before you see it sometimes. So that's what I thought really, really lifted me at that school.
Well, thank you for your activism, and thank you for your foresight, all of the things. Because like your husband said, had you had not been there, we don't know what this school would have been.
It's my pleasure, and I'll say it again, it was a village of us. I cannot take the full credit, but I did get really passionate on the campus.
Listen, as you should. So Jay Ivy, let's talk about your journey, you know, because it was a little bit different. But you've got 3 Grammys under your belt. And really quickly, what are your Grammys in? I meant to ask that. What are they for?
In Best Spoken Word Poetry Album, and I have one in Best Gospel Roots.
Is it Gospel Roots?
Yes.
Oh, what?
With tennis, actually, so there's another tie to a legacy. I'm sorry. To another HBCU, right. So I was a part of the Tennessee State University's project who won the Urban Hymnal was the name of the album. Shout out to Sir the Baptist. He brought me on to the project to work on that. And we won in 2023. And the Tennessee State University Marching Band was the first black band to win a Grammy. So, yeah, man, my bad, I should have led with that, huh? Shout out to TSU. Shout out to TSU. I should have said that on the carpet.
Your HBCU got the layers.
So for me, I went to Illinois State. Like I said, my mama, she wanted me to go to Morehouse, but my grades weren't the best, so I went where I was accepted, went to I-State. And I wasn't too focused. I was in love with my art, and at the same time going through a hard time personally. So I leaned into my art, I leaned into my poetry, and I just wanted to find any and every stage I could to perform. And I started, in high school, then on campus, then I went back home to Chicago and was doing a lot of work around the city, and then I ended up landing on Def Poetry. So I don't know, some of y'all may be too young to remember, but I was on I did 3 seasons, but I was on the first season of HBO Def Poetry, and that really opened up the doors. That led me to being on the College Dropout with Kanye. I did a record with Kanye and Jay-Z called Never Let Me Down. The same night I recorded that record, I met this singer named John Stevens, and after hearing his music, I met him after hearing his music, and when I met him, I was like, man, bro, you sound like one of the legends. I was like, you a legend, you a legend. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna call you from now on. So I started calling John Stevens, John Legend, John Legend.
Wait, so you gave John Legend his name?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I mean, so there I was.
A cold winter night.
It was. Well, we were in LA, but it was chilly. It was chilly. It was a chilly night. It was a chilly night. So I'll tell you the story. So, do y'all know the record Never Let Me Down?
Yeah.
Y'all don't remember? Can you sing the hook?
When it comes to being true, at least true to me. One thing I found. Although you never let me down.
Get up, I get down. Get up, I get down. Get up, I get down. So I did the poetry. We all here for a reason on a particular path. So I did that verse the night. So after recording that verse, I'm already just in this. It just felt like I was in a movie. It felt like I was in a dream. And Kanye, he kept playing the record, and he was like, man, I got this singer named John Stevens. I want you to hear this record. So he played me some of his music. And then it reminded me like some Smokey Robinson or some Marvin Gaye. So an hour later, John Stevens comes in the studio. And I was like, man, dog, heard your music. I was like, it sounded amazing. It sounded like that music from the old school. It sounded like that music my folks used to listen to back in the day. I was like, man, dog, you sound like one of the legends. I was like, you a legend, you a legend. Matter of fact, that's what I'm calling you from now on. But it was just me and him talking. So a couple of days later, we went in the lounge of the studio. We had Record Plant Studios in Hollywood. Earth, Wind and Fire was down the hall recording. Maya was across the hall recording. Janet Jackson was upstairs recording. It was a movie. So we were in the lounge, in walks John Stevens, like 10, 12 of us in the lounge. Everybody shouting out, John Stevens in the house, John Stevens in the building. I was like, John Legend. And everybody looked at him, looked back at me. They was like, oh man, Kanye was the main one. Yeah, John Legend from now on, that's it. So that's how he got the name John Legend.
I love that. Well,
and I was there, I'm a witness.
Yes. Well, we love it. We love hearing original stories, but that's what this is all about, right? You all please give it up again for a husband and wife duo, Tari Teray and Jay.
Yeah, love y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
I brought a friend.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, little children, dogs and cats.
He happens to be pretty epic.
Hey, well, we got Lance and Major, okay.
I couldn't just return, No, Lance, yeah, you get all the first question.
Get all the questions right in the middle.
J.I.V.
Hey.
My family, both of y'all. Did y'all hear them? Did y'all get to hear their?
They got some amazing stories, let me tell you.
No, like
amazing activists right here. He named John Legend. I mean, hello.
And it goes well beyond that. So yeah, but I'm sure.
Well, tune into that podcast.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the 3rd annual HBCU Honors. We are still here hanging out with the stars in the building. And woo, do we need to give them an introduction? Absolutely, yes we do. In the middle, standing at 6'1", looking all fine and chocolatey in
I should know your height.
Put your hands together for Let's Grow! And on the
5'8". Disrespect.
On the end, standing
How you start with him at 6'1" and then you gotta say 5'8"?
Hey, all of that 5'8", brother.
Yeah, I do.
You are a giant.
Yes,
brother.
sir. Yes, sir.
Remember that.
Mama named me Major.
Listen, stand on your wallet. Y'all put your hands together for Major! Okay, fellas, I won't hold you too long. I know y'all have been walking the carpet, doing all of the things, but Lance, let's start with you. We're here at the HBCU Honors. You are a proud graduate of Howard University. So how does it feel to be back here under this roof celebrating establishments that literally made you?
Oh man, it feels good. I mean, it feels good to be home, first off. I love DC. You know, it always welcomes me with open arms, but to be at an event like this, you know, it's important to give everyone their flowers while they're still here. And you know, it's important to champion for HBCU. So I'm all for it. I was happy to be here. It's a blessing.
Absolutely. So Major, you just stepped off the stage performing for the Divine Nine.
Yeah, my brother Lance set it up too. I did a little bit of that. This is what I love you. You should have saw. I was like, dang, boy. You had to stay professional.
I didn't know you were alpha.
Yes, I am absolutely an alpha. If that's not clear.
All these years and did not know that.
It should have been easy for you to guess.
Let me say, I bet you always know the Noops though.
Okay. All right.
Listen, the Noops got me in trouble in college.
Just
Yes, we will get you in trouble.
Love it. So Major, you know, let's talk about it. So the HBCU Honors, you're here. Welcome back to DC, by the way. You are definitely not a stranger to these parts. But talk about the importance of us banding together now more than ever when it comes to our HBCUs.
You know, it's actually surprising to see that and to hear that there is this surge of denouncing HBCUs and also the Divine Nine for what they represent historically and what the value that they brought and contributed to what we know as American history and world history. It's kind of wild that that would even be a thing. But I think endeavors like this help to bring it back center as to why we honor it, why we love HBCUs, why we need HBCUs. We wouldn't have needed it had it been available, education for all people of all backgrounds, of all colors, but it was formed so that we could have an opportunity to have higher education. So I'm loving that I was able to be a part of it and to lend my voice and platform to amplify how great the movement is and the history of HBCU.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Lance, really quickly, you know, again, being an HBCU grad, going to Howard University, talk about, you know, performing arts. Talk about, you know, the industry that you're currently in. And to those young actors and actresses that are watching now that look to you and look at you and say, you know what, he went to an HBCU, he did it, so can I. What words of advice do you have for those young folks?
Well, I was encouraged to spread my wings and fly at an HBCU, and that's because the professors and faculty are more than just that. They're an extension of the village. They're the aunties and uncles that push you to succeed, and they want you to be great. So that's the experience I got, and I would encourage them to, you know, take advantage of your network. You know, HBCUs have a very strong network. Anytime that I'm all the way in LA, miles away from DC, you know, we have a beautiful network of HU grads that are willing to pull us up. My first agent, who is Charles King, who now owns Back Row, my first agent was Charles King. I was not qualified to be under his roster. He had Prince, he had Tyler Perry, he had so many people that were just more talented than me, but because I was a more known than me, but because I was an HBCU grad, he took me under his wing and he put me on that client list, and I owe a lot to him. But that's the type of type of welcoming you get from the products of HBCUs.
Yeah, absolutely. Really quickly, Major, before we open it up to the questions from our media, you did a spoken word album recently, and it was amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely
Thank you. The Hope Dillard
amazing.
Sessions.
Yes. Really quickly, let's shout that out.
Yeah, the Hope Dillard Sessions is a motivational mixtape of spoken motivations and also music. I'm a Hope Dillard. I'm my mama's favorite Hope Dillard, and I'm committed to amplifying hope in love, life, and future. And that project I'm very proud of. We had a little controversy with the Recording Academy where I had to challenge them for removing it out of the spoken word category for consideration. But you know, at the end of the day, we got to live the hope we give. And so I had to digest and walk out this hope that I'm always talking about, and understand that, like my new single that's available everywhere, it's all working together for the win.
Amen. All right. Okay. So let's open it up to our media. One question each, please. Go ahead.
You're so good, Anna.
Can I ask one question of the both of you? Is that okay?
I'm sure.
Okay, brilliant. So my name is Dr. Rhonda with On Stage Plus TV Network, and both of you have achieved amazing things in your life, and yet you both seem so humble. So what is it that you do to stay grounded when it's chaotic around you?
Well, that's easy. My mom, my father, who is not with us now, but they kept me grounded. And also I got twin sisters who, you know, they won't let me too far off the ground. They pull me right back down. But you know, I think it was the upbringing. I realize that this is a blessing that can be taken away from me at any moment. So I appreciate everything.
Yeah, I would echo that as well. Family has kept me grounded. I'm actually from a tribe. I'm one of 14 siblings. 13. I have 13 siblings, but I'm one of 14. You know, so it's pretty wild. It's a blended family. I'm used to community, and I'm used to folks just telling it like it is, and just reminding me that there was a time I didn't have all of this, and I would hate to lose it because I thought I was all of that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful.
Yeah. On stage.
On Stage Plus.
On Stage Plus. We like that, don't we? Lance? We like that.
Not just
all right.
On Stage Plus. We got you.
Gentlemen, this is Brandon Stannard with the SB Project. I really want to shift it directly more so towards something new on my end, right? I've been married for about 2 years now, but I'm trying to get in.
Very close.
Appreciate that, brother. 3 years in January. But honestly, someone like myself that's on the come up, that is trying to still remain a good husband, potentially a great father eventually. How do you guys stay locked in and keep a disciplined schedule to be very healthy in that area?
Home first. You honor home first. That's Bible. You honor home first, everything else will attract. I promise you, if you are a steward of your home base, honoring the people closest to you, the people closest to you should always get the best of you, not the rest of you, the best of you. You do that, you're honoring his order, and he'll make sure you're good. I promise you that.
Man, I can't go after you.
But that's it.
You nailed it. You nailed it. I mean, and it's also about balance, man. Like, when I work out of town, I love my family. I love being home. So if I have off time, I go home and spend it with the family. If I can't do that, I fly the family out. Date night is important. Even if you have kids, make sure you carve out time for you and your wife. Pour into your wife. You know what I mean? And yeah, just use that time wisely. It's all about balance.
Yeah, I want to salute you, Lance, because you make family look so dope. Do y'all be seeing them? I'm like, look at all of them, just smiling and just being family.
Hey, I love family.
Yeah,
man.
I dig it, bro.
Thank you.
What does SB stand for?
So, my wife is Shayla.
Hey, Shayla.
And my name is
Brandon.
So we both.
Oh, so that's how you're honoring home first. Never forget that. Never forget that. There may be moments that you may be seen more than he is, or he may be seen more than you are. But if you're united, if you're one, we're winning.
Yeah.
A lot of mic drops. Oh, me? Okay, so both of you, I have a question. So would it be, while you were in school, would it be a marching band, the drum line, or the step team for you?
I'm gonna go with the step team.
Really?
Yeah, I can't play no instrument. It would definitely be the step team for me. That's easy.
Well, I didn't go to an HBCU, but I wouldn't mind being that drum major. You know what I'm saying? You know, I be trying, like, gotta get my knees up high. But my mama named me Majors. All we needed is a drum. You feel me?
And one more, you have a culture classic. This is why I love you. That's like the weddings, like the wedding song.
Yeah.
Did you anticipate it to be that?
I was hoping it worked. And it did, and it still is. Next year, 2026, is the 10-year anniversary of that song. That song literally goes viral every month. 2 million additional views on YouTube. I think it's at 170 million views alone on the video on YouTube. When I tell you I am grateful to God for that, because it has literally been a passport that I think it helped me get on Star with you. With you, Lance. Y'all remember I was on Star with Lance? Yeah, you know. He was in the studio, make the do look at that. I said, can it do? Yeah, so, yeah.
Blessings, blessings.
Blessings, that's the word.
Good things happen to good people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good evening, Partis, from the Partis Radio Show. Major,
Yes.
my friend. Lance and Major, what's new for you? What's going to be happening in 2026?
Oh, well, I have new episodes of Tyler Perry House of Pain.
Yes, sir.
And it's crazy. Like, we are over 450 episodes. We just got ordered for more. So we're the longest running sitcom, not even just black sitcom, we're the longest running sitcom in history.
Woo!
So, yeah, it's been a blessing.
That's super big. And you got more, but I'm gonna let you just be humble. Cause it's a movie. Don't you have a movie that you just did? It was some period piece. I saw some pictures that you posted.
No. Oh, you know what? No, that was Halloween, man. Me and my family, we just like to dress up, bro.
It's a movie all over.
His life is a movie. No, but y'all be doing it, so I was like, oh, this boy got another movie.
I'm glad that it was that good that you thought it was.
I really did, bro.
That is an awesome compliment. I gotta tell my wife.
Yeah, she's
come pick that up.
I know, right? You all had the afros and everything.
Yeah, he should do something with y'all's family. But for me, Why I Love You 10-year anniversary is going to be a big year. I want y'all to stay locked in on the announcements. We have some really big surprises, some tours maybe. It's going to be really, really special. I'm still, moving in the TV film, but I'm just building. The industry is kind of goofy right now. It's, random, this or that. Don't let that discourage y'all, even in media. Just keep doing it and stay ready. I say this, and I want y'all to keep this. It's the 3 stays, so you can get on the whole deal of sessions. Stay excellent, stay consistent, and stay ready. Because when opportunity knocks, it's not going to wait around for you to get your stuff together. It's going to embrace the person ready to go. So if you prayed for it, prepare for it. Amen. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Yeah.
All right, I have a question for both of you individually.
Y'all can only ask him something. You don't have to do the equal opportunity, because I know Lance is all shining and stuff up here.
We love you too. We love you too.
Oh, okay, good.
Got all the mic drops.
My name is Leah Selena, and I'm with the Link Entertainment. Lance, my first question is for you, and it is, we know you are super successful in your career. I wanted to know if you could just talk to us about your faith and how that may have impacted where you are thus far.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm raised in the church, raised Catholic. I can do all things through Christ, and I live by that. I pray every day, and I got people praying for me. So God is always first in my life.
Yeah.
All right, Major.
Same question.
We love you. Okay, I want you to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So the term "we outside."
Yeah.
If they had a picture in the dictionary, it would be your face. You be everywhere.
Listen, no.
You be everywhere.
I be where I'm invited.
Amen.
And I want to make that clear. Media, I don't need you to say, you just be everywhere. If people invite me, do you know how hard it is? There was a time when we were wanting to be on carpets. And when you get the invitation and you can make it, You show up. And I make time for media. I don't care how big or how small. Y'all may have been in some of the rooms. A lot of times they have an A room and a B room. I make sure that I sit with the B room, so don't be making me feel crazy for talking to you now, because I'll switch it up. No, I'm joking. I'm going to talk with all people because I understand how hard it is in this game. It is not easy, so when we have a moment, we want to champion it well. You always going to see me show up if I'm invited and have room and time.
My question was, can you speak?
Oh, that wasn't your question?
That wasn't the question.
Rude.
My question was, can you speak to us about the importance of networking, and can you give us maybe any tips on how we should use it to benefit ourselves and others?
I would say never enter a conversation unwilling to offer something. Don't just enter spaces wanting just to take. The healthiest relationships are relationships built on reciprocity. And if for those that don't know that word, and I'm not even trying to be funny, I'm just going to say it. Reciprocity is the exchange, the give or take, the give and the take. If we're both giving, if we're both pouring, nobody's left empty. That's literally what love is. And so many times we step into these moments just wanting to ask, to take. And it's like, what are you willing to give? If you show somebody you're willing to show and give, I guarantee you they will respond, oh, well, let me help you. Switch it around. I know a lot of us it's tough out here financially, so you just got to try to ask all your questions. Lead with a give and see what happens next.
Thank you. All right. That's all the questions. Yeah. Okay. You gotta make it quick.
Did we miss David Banner? I wanted to see David Banner in Quicksilver.
And other things that you do in your day-to-day life.
Oh, man.
Give it up for David Banner.
We're gonna try that again. I'm much too expensive for that kind of treatment. Come on, man. Try it again, y'all. Let's go.
Now let's get this right.
Y'all act kids, you see this? Do not let the grown folks treat you any kind of way.
Ladies and gentlemen,
map, you go home.
Standing at 6'2". Put your hands together for the one, the only David Banner. There we go. That's the energy we need, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right. Woo, okay. First of all, hello, y'all. How y'all good out here? Everybody's good? Yeah. Okay. Woo, here we go. The third annual HBCU Honors. I am Autumn Joy Live, and we are sitting here with one of the honorees of this prestigious evening, David Banner. So first things first, you were honored tonight. Talk about what that recognition means to you personally, especially coming from an HBCU.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you all some personal information that nobody had. When I was in college, I was a real revolutionary, and I fought tooth and nail with the faculty at Southern. I remember when I first won, I never would wear ties. And the faculty asked me, well, why you don't wear ties? And I told them, don't you think black folks that had enough ropes around their neck? I didn't play about liberation of black people. I didn't then, and the damn show don't play now. But the thing is that I believe I made a mistake. And I was going to apologize tonight, but my great publicity team has tried to prep me for being a superstar, and I'm trying to contain myself a little bit more, but I wanted to say that I apologize to the students because I left Southern being mad at that university for some of the things that they did. And when I became an artist, they actually outlawed me from campus for 10 years. Wow. And so I held a lot of anger at the university, but love in my heart. I bleed, blue and gold. And I didn't go back for that reason, but nobody suffered but the students. They missed the opportunity to see somebody grow into a millionaire. And a lot of times in the streets, these kids can see what you get if you sell dope, but they barely get an opportunity to see what you get if you go to a HBCU. That's the reason why I wear the jewels and get the Ferrari. Well, the Ferraris I like. Scott, I can't even lie. I like the Ferraris. But no, I want the kids to see success in being in shape, being spiritual. I always say they kill one king, why would you expect a child to want to be another? So me, I try to hold myself with a certain esteem, and this meant a lot to me. Y'all, T.I. showed up for me. That boy been through hell. That boy makes so much money, and he wanted to use his influence to help not only David Banner, but HBCU Honors. And that's why I always want to make sure, we always complain about people don't come back to the right things or don't honor the right things, but then when they do, we don't know how to act. That's why I walked back out when y'all didn't clap like y'all was supposed to. If folks came who didn't give a damn about HBCUs, we'll tear this room up. We're usually addicted to people who treat us the way that our oppressors do. So y'all, this means the world to me. I am not playing about it. My love and admiration for black women, for black people, for black schools, and for black art. I do not play about that, and I am dead serious. So thank you all.
Yeah, absolutely. And really quickly, yeah, to piggyback off of that, what was the pivotal moment? What happened within you that made you want to forgive how you felt towards Southern?
Well, I don't forgive the way that I felt about Southern. Anybody that treats black people that way, I don't care who they are. If they black, they alien, you know. And then on the other side of that, something I never get a chance to say, I don't care who you are, you're helping black people. I love you too. I just had, Jordan, I always get one, so this is my one, Jordan. I just spoke in front of some white folks, and I told them, I said, there's a misconception. White people think I dislike them. I said, if you're not a cracker, then I don't hate you. If you love black people, then I love you. But if you're a cracker, I got a problem with you. And for those who don't know what a cracker is, those were the slave drivers that kept a whip on a black person's back. And just because we're not in the dust next to no crops don't mean that they're still not driving black people. And the sad thing about it is these are the types of places where I'm supposed to be able to speak freely. And just because we we have sponsors and we are afraid to lose sponsors, well, if these people don't sponsor us as full black people, then what are they sponsoring? Well, what are they programming? But I understand that we need our money, and this is not my money to throw away, so I have to be responsible with my words, but I do not play about the liberation of black people.
All right. Yes. Well, that being said, let's open it up for some questions, shall we? I know the young lady in the back there, you had your hand up?
I love it.
I didn't even have a question. You sexist hell, David Barrett, and I like what you be talking about.
I'm great.
Okay, go ahead. Sean, you got the other microphone?
We need the mic right here.
Well, I'll just come up there.
Hold on now, Scott, Mike. That's funny.
Hi, so I am Media Monty. I'm with my platform is the Media Sip, and
you talked before. You did a good job, Sip.
Oh, thank you. But with that, even when we talked earlier, you know, you're always so prideful about. You was like, I'm from the Sip, so I know that's such a big part of who you are and your identity. But I would love to hear, you know, growing up, what are some texts or documentaries or just what did you really do and still do to cultivate your mind? Because you are such a revolutionary. You know, what are some things that you tap into to further grow your knowledge?
This is something that I'll tell you. One of my major criticisms of the black church is that we're too loud. We spend so much time hooping and hollering. We spend so much time doing music, beating on drums, and I actually think we spend too much time praying. If you pray, then you're supposed to wait to hear what God got to say. And sometimes even when we're reading, we need to take time to sit back and think about, you know, what's going on inside of us. I think one of the things that I do like the most about religion is that when you pray, what's the first thing you usually do? Close your eyes. You want to know why? Because that's the direction you're praying in. The reason why it's so hard for black people to find God is because you're looking in the wrong place. God ain't out there. God is in you. And I think if more black people talked about that, if more colleges talked about where God actually is, if we found out where the religion is, where monotheism, they used to come and pray and study at the feet of our people. We always talk about math is hard, but you created math and science. medicine came from you. So at what point do we reclaim that? I think, you know, we talk about equity all the time. I don't want to be equal to them. Because you can never, ever reach 10. So if your goal is to be equal, then even if you fall to 9.5, you're still not equal. I think we are better. I don't think that HBCU should be an option. I think that's the only place you should go unless you're going to get something to bring back to the community.
Talk about it.
You know? And the thing is that why would kids want to be a revolutionary? Why would they want to be smart if we don't show them the benefits? One thing that we don't think about, when people go in the direction of white supremacy, you get something from that. Sell out. They'll give you what you want. Now, they don't come burn your ass up later. But what I'm realizing is that my mission statement is different. Let me tell y'all something really quick, and I'm going to be honest with you. Something about the black community. We always talk about Jesus. But Jesus flipped over the tables in the church back during those times. He was a revolutionary. The funny thing is most people who act like Jesus in our community, we put them on the cross before anybody else do. So I really think these spaces, HBCUs, should be spaces where our people are admired. One thing I trip out about the American white Christian is they came to America to praise God freely, but will crucify anybody who talks or thinks about anything outside of what they believe. Isn't that why you were being persecuted in that cold rock where you're from? Y'all, I am so proud to be honored tonight because people like me are usually pushed to the back. People like me are always, even by the people who are around them, are always silenced. For me to be freely accepted, for me, I was the one that started, you know, the ASU out in the crowd, and most people want me to sit there with my ass tight. No, it's HBCU Honors. Let's act like we from HBCU. We got style and we grace. We got style and grace. But I am so honored to come from the environment, and I know that they wouldn't have let me be SGA president in no other place. So y'all, I'm grateful. I thank you all, and I know I didn't answer the question, but that's what I got. Go ahead.
I appreciate it though.
Oh yeah, all good, Silk. I got you, Silk.
Thank you for your time.
That was more than a question. That's perfect.
All right.
I heard him say, hurry the hell up. Come on, ask a good question.
Okay, you know you're one of my favorite people and I love to talk to you. But I want to talk about mental health. I want to switch the gears to mental health, and I know that you've spoken about that. And I seen a recent clip about the story that you told about Nas. And no, it was not Nas, it was Method Man. It was Method Man. And how he suggested that you go to the gym to get your mind right. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's funny when people see this new body that I got up under here. Ladies, it's awesome. I ain't gonna lie, I look good as hell. I really wanted to go up there tonight with no shirt on. But Jordan just like, hold on a little bit longer and make them wonder what's under there. Okay. No, but seriously though, most people think that I got in shape because I wanted to get movies or I wanted to be sexy. I'm grateful for all that, but y'all don't want to live. You know, I don't have any children yet. And if I had a child today, I can't even tell y'all how old I'll be by the time my child is 20. You know, I want to be here. I want to be active. Not only that, you know, one of the greatest things about this love that black women have for me, if y'all notice, they're not saying I want to have sex with David Banner. They say I want to marry David Banner. Do you know what that means? She said the majority of them, the rest of us want to screw you. That's amazing, thank you. But no, seriously though, that means something to me. I'm gonna tell y'all something. A young lady told me once, she said, David, you don't remind me of my father, you remind me of my grandfather. So like, when it comes to my mental health, I guard that. I wanna tell y'all a quick story. I met somebody recently, and we were going to work together. They were real cool. And when I got around them, it was just hard. And I told them, I apologize for wasting your time, but I cut this relationship here. Because I realized more than anything, they got us chasing the bag. I need you to be sane. What if you get everything that you want and you lost your mind? I want y'all to be sane. And if you're sane, then you hear. But if you die, if you're not healthy, then all that money don't matter. Them folks print that money. I'm gonna tell y'all something about American money. The paper that it's printed on is worth more than what y'all think that money is worth. And your heart, that's the one thing that they can't take away from you. Your relationship with the Most High and your body. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. My therapist ain't a tough guy. But one day he raised his voice at me and I got uncomfortable because he's short. What the hell out of my therapist? But my therapist told me something that changed my life. He said, David, you always talking about black people, black people, black people, black people. He said, well, you black? Why don't you treat yourself the way that you want to see black people be treated? I realized that I was my worst enemy. I was the problem because I hated myself and wouldn't acknowledge that. But as soon as I started loving myself, like the God that we praise outside, not the Most High God, but when I started treating and loving the God in me, imagine if you treated your temple the way that you treat them white folks' churches. What if you put gold around your neck like you put gold up on their windows? What if you praised yourself like you praised that false picture of that white Jesus? What if, and I'm going to say it, I'm going to leave it at this. If you taught your children that God was in them and you treated them like gods, then they would act like gods. And if they acted like gods, maybe the rest of the world would praise them too. Again, my name is David Banner. I don't care what you think about me. Just think. And clap when I come in.
Yeah,
Joy! I didn't even cuss! See, P&G might give me some money too!
Hey, that boy good. Oh man, y'all give it up again for David Banner.